name's Simon. I'm here to introduce my pig farm. So, what you see here is a jilt. She's about 11 months old, 12 months old. She's expected to have babies in maybe 2 days. You see, make her lay down real quick. Anyway, if milk, like a little pus, comes out of her udder, it's usually a sign that farrowing is not far away. So if pus or milk comes out of her udder, she's going to have babies within 1 or 2 days. And also another sign is here her vulva usually swells up and gets a pink color. Right there. And she gets kind of horny too, like makes noise. Also, you can come over here, she's making a nest right here in the dirt. When they're about 24 hours before they give birth, they start digging and rooting around in the dirt. And if they have straw, they usually make a big, huge pile of it, kind of like a bird's nest. So now I'm gonna show you a sow that has farrowed recently. Well, as you see here, this is a sow that has just recently farrowed. These piglets here are about 10 hours old. She had 10 piglets, gave birth to 10 piglets, and one of them died, one was stillborn. That means that it died in the process of being born. This is the third time she has given birth, so these ones are kind of small now. You see they're there are lots of flies here. All of the blood. Get that off. Yeah, these are free-range pigs, so they just went out in the woods and had babies anywhere. And as soon as they had babies, I set up a tarp, a roof for them, like a tent. Put a piece of bamboo in the trees, and stretched a plastic tarp on it, and put little rocks inside the tarp, and tied a string around it, attached the string to trees, basically as a tent peg, kind of. Yeah.
Can you show us the umbilical cord?
Yeah. So this is a piglet. Weighs about 1 pound. Here's the umbilical cord. It's still wet. And tomorrow it should be dry, and within another 3 days or so it should fall off on its own. This here is a male now, as you can see by the testicles. Go back, drink some more. Okay, well, out of the 9 pigs, or out of the 10 that got born, you should maybe expect 1 or 2 to die. So it's normal if 1 or 2 die out of like 12 piglets or 10 piglets, as in here 10.
So about 8 of them will grow full size?
Grow full size. Here's a guinea fowl. Can you go film the other one? Well, these piglets are about 2 days old now, 3 days old. You see they're much stronger than the last litter. This one had 7, so there's also not as much competition between the piglets, so they all get another teeth. The mom also at this age already, at 3 days, they start going out for short, brief walks, and the piglets just follow her around, squeaking and grunting. These white piglets, it's also important that they don't get sunburned. because if they get sunburned, if they happen to get sunburned, the screw fly usually comes and lays their eggs on them, which is really nasty. Because the screw fly, you need to treat it right away, or else it'll just eat up the piglets. When these piglets, I think I'm gonna separate them from the mom when they're about 6 to 7 weeks old, and I'll just put them in their separate pen, and if someone shows up who wants to buy them, I'll sell them then, and if not, I'll raise them until they're about 200 pounds, and then I'll sell them to the butcher. Okay, so now here we're back at the Jilt's farrowing stable, and we just threw in maybe a pitchfork of straw that the other sows gathered up for their piglets, and they didn't need any more. But anyway, if she is close to giving birth, they usually start making a nest with the straw. So if she starts picking it up and carrying it up to her spot she picked out for piglets, birth is probably around 12 hours away. Yeah, let's go film the boar. This is the boar's den, the den of the Papa Pig. We're trying to lure him out with some wheat bran here, milled wheat bran. I'm going to try to get him out. There's the Papa Pig. I'd say he's about 450 pounds, or even more. He's 1.5 years old, and he's the father of all the piglets that we just went and filmed down there, including the Jilt that's about to give birth tomorrow around there. So he's a nice guy. And you just we rub him and he usually lay down for you. Look at those hands. Also about boars, the dangerous part is these tusks when they grow big. Like, he's only 1.5 years old, so they're not really that long. But once he's about 3 years old, expect it to be about double this size, maybe this size. So maybe when they're that big, I'll have to clip him or something if he gets too dangerous. But he's a good boy. So here, this stuff is alfalfa, and it's great for as a food supplement for pigs or chickens. And so alfalfa here, young alfalfa contains about 20% protein, maybe even 25% protein. It's good quality. And I'm cutting it with this cheap Chinese sickle. It's all rusty. So when I get enough of it, I'm going to feed it to the pigs. Might be quicker with a bigger sickle. So right now we're at the cage of the wiener pigs, about 3 months old, 3.5 months old, most of them. stayed a little small because they didn't get enough protein in their diet when they were young. So now we gotta make up for it by giving alfalfa to them, which they really like. Yeah, they like alfalfa. What I got here is just normal any day construction mesh, and I wire it together and make like a kind of a movable pig pen for them. Like probably move it every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks when they run out of grass. Let's go to the section where they were a week ago, right up here. So this is the section where the weaners were 3 weeks ago. You can clearly see the outline of the fence right here. It goes up there. So if it starts raining a little more, we're gonna start planting alfalfa and sweet potatoes here. Good. So food for the pigs, good too.
So they cleared this area out, right?
They cleared it in about 2 weeks, yeah. If it rains a lot, they clear it in about maybe 4 days even. They like also to rub themselves on the trees. Here's a movable pig shelter, which I made also out of construction wire and a few boards and plastic tarp. I got it staked down with bent pieces of rebar. Like, here, show you one here. This is what I stake them down with, the cage and the shelter, so the pigs don't lift it up. You pound it down with a mallet or with your boot. You're not gonna get through there anymore. I hope not. They're supposed to be laying down. No. Oh man. I hope it'll make it. They need to be laying down.
Need water?
No, but the boar, he can't. Got her all riled up. Okay, I think we should leave her be. Let's get out of here. Kill 2 days down at least. Like, you're only supposed to help it if she strains, and right now she's standing up while the piglet is looking out. Man. Oh shit. Whew. Come on, lay down, lay down. Lay down. Yeah. Lay down. I don't know if this litter will make it. Or if this piglet out of this wheel. Man, that's the guy's getting suffocated, I think.
Yeah, it's taking too long.
Yeah, I mean, it's because they're supposed to